Hello, welcome back to my Let's Play of Morrowind. We are on episode 2 and we have just got through customs and I was going to do a bit of shopping at Ariel's trade house. So let's head in here. Oh, it's locked. I think the entrance is actually around here. As I said, I've played a small amount of this game before. Welcome to Ariel's trade house. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a list of advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or our most popular scrolls? Let's have some advice. If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armour as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Bold. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That's smuggling scum down in Adamasartus, for instance. Got there in the end. The cave down near the Silt Strider platform. That's fascinating. Just like this creation of this here, this is like so intro to video game. You know, it's telling you you can kill smugglers, don't attack people. And it actually gives you a location where we can go and kill some smugglers, which we will probably do. Latest rumours. I heard that Hriskar upstairs is having some financial troubles, can't seem to win a wager these days. Popular potions. Cure common disease, cure blight disease, are most popular with travellers. Fortify strength, endurance, speed, agility are helpful in combat. Fortify personality is popular with merchants and shy persons. Of course, fortify fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore health and restore fatigue are perhaps our most popular items, and for a short burst of power during a fight, you can't beat Grief, Sheen, Flynn, Marza, and Sujama. I mean, let's just do some bartering. Do you want to buy my things? Okay. This is how all this works. I mean, should we keep our bread? Let's sell it. How much health do we actually have? 40. So 1 to 5 is actually like a useful amount. When I was reading that, I was like, 1 to 5. Is that going to be beneficial? Because if you've only got if you got 1,000 health, what's the point? Life skin, scamp skin. More important just to sell things and craft things at this stage. Package we keep. Basket. Bottle, fork. We can't sell our gold. And our silverware that we stole. Iron dagger, 4 to 5 on all, and 5 to 5 on thrust. So let's just have a look at weapons for now. So that's worse than what we've got. In fact, give me my money, and I want a reminder of my skills. I know we've only just gone through it, but that was yesterday for me. There must be a location where you can see your skills. There we go. Short blade, so our dagger will do for that. We want a bow, and we want some light armour, I think. If we can afford all those things. Iron arrow, short bow. Yeah, we'll grab that. How much was it? 21. And we've got 226, so we may as well spend it. Grab all the arrows. I'm going to leave light arm. Let's buy a cuirass. That's heavy. That's light. Yeah, let's buy like a piece of light armor. Feels like a lot of money to spend on a full set. I mean, we can sell what we get, can't we? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we've got enough money, but that is going to rinse us. Yeah, God, it has full-blown pauldrons and stuff, which is kind of cool. I like the way you can change all this on the character model here. Is that, do you have to equip arrows? Yes. so we can just fairly easy swap between our stuff. Welcome to Say Danine, stranger. Is there a specific place you're looking for? To be honest, I'm going to go and see if I can find this cave. Because that feels like a thing that we can be doing, and then we can come back and do a bit more exploration here, because we've spent a lot of time sort of talking to people at this stage. Balmora, Ebonheart, Peligrag, Vivek, Hallowed. If I remember rightly, there's a little cave here. Let's drop a save. So, something I wanted to talk about whilst we were playing today. Yesterday, I spoke about potentially tackling the game on its own terms, but then proceeded to say I'm willing to cheat my ass off. And I sort of was thinking about this and wanted to clarify it to a degree, because it can seem like they're two sort of counter arguments or counter methods of playing. And the reason for the difference is, I mean, these are barely worth anything. Let's leave them. Adamastorus. I'm so bad at pronunciation. Okay. Yeah, the reason... Oh, I've been spotted. I was hoping to get a couple of shots off with my bow. The reason for the difference in sort of play styles is that I think the game, with its system of leveling up, is asking for you to use your job skills to move forward and progress. But you can dispose of corpse. We'll do that just to keep things clear. Escape does not go to menus. But the actual best way to play the game isn't to do that. The best way to play the game is essentially to level up skills that aren't your chosen professional skills and enter in with your professional skills. And I feel like that's a system that they never quite figured out at this stage, and it's still there even in Oblivion. And I liked it in Oblivion, but that was years ago when I played that game. We are going to be saving a lot, by the way. Let's equip. Sorry, I'm getting all my buttons confused. Equip my bow and see what we can do. See if we can make some stuff work here. Yeah, so I feel like the game, what it's going for and like how it gets there, we'll come back to them because they're prisoners. I remember this dungeon. It's weird because I have not played this game for a long time. I'm not sure if a single one of them hit. Yeah, so I feel like that's like potentially a failure of the game, and it's something I want to be prepared to sort of overcome in any way that I can if it comes to that. And I think it's something important with games and the way we play them is to make sure that we are taking them on our own terms. You know, we don't... The game's there for you to be played, and you don't have to be completely dictated by what it's asking of you. You can sort of make your own way through it. I've just used up all that ring, and I'm not sure whether you can just rest to get out of... to get some heals off. Yeah. That's something I'm going to try and avoid as well, is just constantly spamming the rest to heal, because I feel like the game there is asking you to buy potions and to like engage with those mechanics of it. But yeah, I think it's super important if you're choosing to play games and want to enjoy them. Is there's a certain level of the game where the game asks of you certain things, but you know, at the end of the day, you're there for your fun and for your exploration. So if you want to just do things your way, do things your way. What's he got? He's archery war of a decade. He's definitely throwing something at me. I think I've hit one of these arrows. Which, yeah, it's something we may as well talk about this system whilst we're here. The combat system is dice roll based, which is obviously rather different from later Elder Scrolls games. So you'll actually see I'm missing a huge amount of my attacks here. But that's fine. Okay, there's our encumbrance, I imagine. Throwing stars, that's what I was getting whirled at me. In fact, there's a take all button. Yeah, scrolls are always like good loot in these games because they're valuable to people. And we can... Moon sugar. That's a drug if I remember rightly. Or it's the like base level of a drug. Yeah, play the game how you want is what I was trying to get at. I'm not sure if carrying this is going to be bad. I know in later games, like actually carrying certain substances is criminalized. Yeah, skooma. So we'll grab it now and we'll make sure we save before we do anything with it. Hopefully later on in the game it's not going to be as tedious with constant saving, but for now I think it's more important that we make forward progression than constantly die. How does the swimming work in this? Slowly is the answer. So yeah, like, what's my character doing? Like, first day off the ship, and he's progressed to a new world. I'm not quite sure why he was a prisoner. I haven't quite got that headcanon sorted yet. I kind of want to make it like an accident or some reason like that, but then for some... Oh, God. There be some reason why he does have, like, some level of combat skills. Oh, I can see his health bar. Because there's little reason for him to get to a new land and then suddenly decide, oh, do you know what? I'm going to become an adventurer. I want there to be like a legitimate reason why. It's something as I remember saying last episode. I mean, let's just take some of these. I don't quite know if they'll have any value later on. But yeah, the reason behind sort of the prisoner escape is to give you, I suppose it's a combination to give you some direction and also to give you some grounding for your character. But I think one failure of it is it does always imply some form of criminality to your character, although you could obviously go with the headcanon of a false arrest of some sort. But I think this guy might have been shady. I'm not sure yet. I say that, but these guys are slaves, and I'm certainly going to release them. Because I'm not having any of that. Go free. For sure. Yeah, so like the reason he's got told about this, and like, is his mentality... I mean, they don't sell for much, but we'll take them. The mentality behind my character to be given this mission, and then the first thing he decides to do is go and take on some outlaws. That's the word I was trying to think of. Oh, nighttime. Cool. Didn't even know if that was going to be a thing. Yeah, like that mentality implies a certain level of rough and readiness to go out and fight. So I'm not 100% sure, but there's always an implication, I think, in these games that you are a warrior of some sort, or you have certain capabilities.
Quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Okay, I'll go away. I wonder if their voice lines will change as you get further on in the game. I wasn't also sure if there would be nighttime or not, but let's make us some money. Yeah, get rid of the moon sugar if you want any services from me. I don't want any trouble. I thought it might be the case. I mean, this is odd, isn't it? I was about to... I'm gonna say my character didn't know what it was, and he can smell it on him. So Marabou was just like, I'm looting this place because I need money and I need basics. And as soon as like that character smelt it on him, he's just like, oh, no, we don't want that. He hasn't said anything about the skooma yet, so... I mean, he is a dark elf, but that's an implication that skooma is produced where the dark elves are from, which I don't think is necessarily true. Yeah, he's absolutely fine to do some... Oh, no. No, he doesn't like the fact I've got that either. RPG parkour. So we shall get rid. Dump it in the ocean. Flush it away. Yeah, I don't feel like my guy's the sort of guy who would like purposely get into some illicit stuff, but that's where the disparity of my knowledge and my character's knowledge, and you have to do some working out between those two like sort of differences. Let's do some selling. What are my pauldrons worth? 5. Yeah, so they can be sold. 1 to 10 on that and 2 to 3 on that, so that's like lower but more consistent. We'll keep it because it's the same skill, so we may as well throw it. One-handed axe. We're using swift blades, aren't we? That's not as good. It's all that stuff sort of armor rating 5, yeah. It's always one of my favourite moments in these games is that first sort of like bringing back that first haul, so to speak. It always feels quite satisfying because it's like, oh, we're starting our journey. Our journey is being an adventurer. I can't remember if we've got lockpick skills, so we'll keep them. We're probably not going to need that slave key, and we'll keep the torch because that might be useful. Right, let's do that, and then I want to have a quick look at my skills again. So I've got illusion, so I haven't got any restoration, but I have a feeling like some level of restoration is going to be super useful. Willpower. How are we doing on the old willpower? I'm super tempted just to completely ignore, like level up things as I use it, but completely ignore the attributes and just like bump them as I need to. Jesus, our speed is high. What I might do is I might each level up just assume I get a perfect level up and bump my attributes in the console, just removing that element of gameplay. We'll see. I can already tell we're going to end up with like a really bad level or something. Have we actually increased anything during those fights? So we're on the way for a short blade increase. So it's going to be super grindy, this game, by the looks of it. Factions. Cool. Sorry, I'm just having a nosy through here because there's some cool stuff in here. I mean, a heal spell is going to go a long way. Just makes this magicka, what's called, useful. But we can also create spells. He doesn't feel like a particular spellcaster, even though he has got a predilection to destruction. But perhaps he discovers that later and we go down that route a bit later. So for now, I think we keep it relatively mundane and buy some potions. Does he not have any heals? I thought he might have like a restoration potion or something. Apparently not. We don't know what any of these do either. I'm assuming the fortified luck potion fortifies your luck. Yeah, I remember I'm sort of being reminded, skooma. It's an illegal narcotic substance made from refined moon sugar. Criminals use it as a kind of currency. They say it makes you fast and strong, but clumsy and stupid. Of course, I want nothing to do with it. Interesting. Did we talk to you? What time are we on? Cool. Let's get some conversations going, because we can actually learn some stuff about this area. I was wondering if like everyone will trade. Hello again, Marabou. Yes, I can probably help you. Are you looking for services in Seyda-Neen? Get food and sundries from here. That's also where you'll find anyone who offers training. Not much else in the way of services in this damp little squat. Latest rumours. I heard that there has been some trouble up in Fort Frostmonth. Never heard of it? It's on an island called Solstheim, north of Vardenfell. I think that's DLC, technically, so we won't, or the expansion, as it would have been called in these days, so we won't be tackling that yet. Little advice. Well, most Outlanders stick close to the Imperial Guilds and the Legions, but you might consider service in one of the Dunmer Great Houses. They aren't real fond of Outlanders, and you have to look around hard for a patron, someone who'll speak for you, help you advance to the higher ranks. But the Great Houses are where the real opportunities are. House Halu and House Redoran are pretty reasonable, and House Telvanni, the Wizard House, they're another story. I know you can only choose one of those, so we'll see how that goes. Dunmer, we are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves the Dunmer. Little secret. You're an Outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kind of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedra cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship the bad Daedra, Molag Bal, Malakath, Sheogorath, and Mehrunes Dagon at Daedra shrines. But lately, since the Empire came in, some people have taken up worshipping bad Daedra at these old sites. And I warn you, these sites are dangerous places. That's a cool little setup, because I know that there's like a whole bunch of quests going around all the Daedric sites, so and they tend to be like very good quests in these games. The Outmare Auril runs Aurel's trading house. Cool, yeah. Anything here? No, I think we've got everything we can from her.
Can we hurry this along?
Oh, hello. Don't expect the natives to take to you right away. Colonists like us, Outlanders, settlers from other provinces will be more open and friendly at the start than maybe when you do a few things, get your name around, gain a reputation, then the locals will open up a little. Stick to your own kind for a start and it will go a little easier. Oh. I mean, that's how you end up with expat bars and things, isn't it? People tend to stick to people they know. No value judgment on that, it's understandable. Do I want to talk to everyone? I have a feeling that this guy, he has something you want to do. Are you the one that the boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arriving at that time of day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. Is that the ring I'm wearing? I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual, and it gave healing ring. Family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Yeah, you can have it. You found it. Amazing. Thank you, thank you. You are now my favourite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. It's cool, like, seeing these little interactions of, like, reputation and people's opinion of you increase. I know that I could have done with doing that way before all the little bit of adventuring I did, but there we go.
To what do I owe the honor, Dunmer?
I'm waiting.
Do you know what? I'm going to call it there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick look online before the next session of what we can do in this in Seyda-Neen. Just like to get to the point of it. I wouldn't normally do that. I'd go around talking to everyone, but it's a lot of reading, and I think playing the game in a performative way like this, it would be good to make sure we are getting to somewhat to the point. But you know, not overly forced in the way. Do I believe that? Probably. I think for now, yes. It seems like the sort of game where you could end up chatting to all these and not learn anything. Have we picked up anything in our journal? Yes, we have. That's cool. I like this a lot.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, more what I want to check is that I'm not going to waste time talking to everyone, but I imagine they're going to give you bits and bobs of information. I want to get a feel for it, actually, because, like, this Dunmer, yeah, it's just the same as that other character responded to us. Solstheim. Few, you're bitter, green, Outlander. Might as well wear a sign, new in town. Word of advice, buy a little goodwill. Lose a few drakes, gain a friend. Folks will loosen up if you spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Yeah, you can bribe people. Someone attacks you at first, you have a right to defend yourself. This is all going to be like real basic stuff, isn't it? People are saying a lot of the same stuff actually, so we can actually like go through here pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, it's letting us know there's some smugglers here. I am a commoner. I do whatever needs doing. Cooking, cleaning, baking, building, making, breaking. And by your accent, I can tell you're an Outlander. Since you're new in these parts, perhaps you'd like me to share a little of the local lore. I mean, yes, but you haven't given me an option to ask any further. Yeah, we're getting all the same stuff here. So we can probably go around the people pretty quickly and make sure we've got all the info. I want to check out this tower. Is it like a lighthouse? I tried to end this about 3 minutes ago, but then you see something off on the horizon and you're like, ooh, what's that? Which is a very Elder Scrolls feeling. This is a lighthouse. Hello. Vedrando? Vedrano? I'm sure you have questions. Go ahead, ask. I have plenty of time. Same thing. I've heard the local tax collector, Processus Vitellius, is missing. No surprise, really. He wasn't well liked around here. He's a commoner as well. Yes, all the same sort of stuff. Could do some thieving whilst we're here, but I kind of want to go to the top of the lighthouse and see what's around. It is a sleepy little swampy town. I wonder who's looking wistfully off into the ocean over there. Let's go say hi. Go say hi and see what they're doing. You tend to know that people who are quest givers will look mischiefully off into the distance on the horizon. Oh, I should probably be jumping places, shouldn't I? As that's going to like increase my acrobatics, which increases my speed. No, same set of questions. There's a good potential that we'll get different answers from it, but there we go. I'm going to speak to this one person, then we'll end it.
Ahead.
Nope, nothing of interest for us. But there we go. That is Morrowind, and we've done our first little dungeon dive, and I think we're done with Seydanine. I think next episode it's time to move off into New Horizons and see what's available for us. My name's Billy. If you've enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Make some comments down below of what you think. Fuck, I don't know. I was gonna say make some comments of like specifics, but I've got nothing lined up. I'm gonna keep doing it whether you comment or not. So it's just interesting to see if you get feedback. All right, that's enough waffle and ramble. Goodbye.